Just when the WWE Universe thought alliances couldn't get any more complicated, last night's Raw in Perth delivered a seismic shake-up that has fans talking non-stop. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, finally spoke out after a series of betrayals that have left the landscape of Raw more unstable than ever. Paul Heyman, once a trusted advisor and strategic mind behind some of WWE's biggest alliances, was called out as a traitor. Seth Rollins, caught in the middle of the chaos, was left scrambling as the vision imploded live on television. This episode of Suplex Saga dives into every jab, reaction, motive, and fallout, dissecting one of the most dramatic turns WWE has served in 2025. Raw's shocking main event. The energy in Perth was electric, and the crowd could barely process what unfolded. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed turned on Seth Rollins, catching him completely off guard. Paul Heyman, ever the strategist, aligned himself with the duo, raising their hands as the new power combination, leaving Rollins isolated in the ring. The visuals of betrayal were hard to miss. Rollins, standing bewildered and vulnerable, surrounded by former allies, while Heyman presented Breaker and Reed as the emerging threat. The fallout wasn't just contained to the ring. Within hours, the WWE Universe was ablaze on social media. Clips of the spear, the attacks, and Heyman's raised arms circulated endlessly, leaving fans debating, speculating, and re-watching every moment. Roman Reigns speaks out. Among all the chaos, one reaction cut through the noise. Roman Reigns took to social media to make his stance crystal clear. He didn't express shock or disbelief. Instead, his message carried a tone of vindication. Heyman had always been unpredictable, a snake, as Reigns framed it. Looking back, the history between Reigns and Heyman gives this moment more weight. Heyman was once Reigns' strategist and trusted advisor. Their on-screen partnership and behind-the-scenes camaraderie made his turn against Rollins feel like a continuation of past patterns. Reigns' post wasn't just a reaction, it was a reclaiming of the narrative. He had warned people before about Heyman's shifting loyalties, and now, in real time, his foresight had been proven correct. The weight of history. To fully understand why Reigns' reaction resonates, you have to consider the history. Heyman famously abandoned Reigns at WrestleMania 41, siding with Rollins and leaving the tribal chief betrayed. That moment reshaped WWE storytelling, transferring credibility and power to Rollins and setting the stage for the Vision, a faction built on ambition, symbolism, and promise. But seeds of instability were always present. Heyman's tendency to align with the winning side, his strategic mind, and his ability to manipulate situations meant that uncertainty lingered. Now, with Heyman's latest pivot, Reigns isn't just reacting to one betrayal, he's addressing a pattern that spans years, reclaiming moral high ground and asserting narrative authority. Raw's story beats. The build-up to the betrayal was carefully executed. Rollins opened the show asserting dominance after a recent big win, claiming he didn't need anyone, including his Vision allies. But cracks were already visible. Hesitations, subtle glances, and unsynchronized reactions hinted that all was not well. The tension reached its peak during the main event, where CM Punk earned a title shot in a triple threat match. The Vision descended on the ring to confront Punk, but the setup backfired spectacularly. Breaker forced Rollins into an impossible situation. Reed attacked, and Heyman raised the hands of the new alliance. The imagery was stark. The faction that once seemed unshakable had imploded, rewriting the power structure of Raw in an instant. Reigns' promo blueprint. Roman Reigns' next promo is pivotal. He must hit several narrative beats to maintain credibility and build momentum. First, he must claim moral high ground. He didn't betray anyone. He was betrayed. Then, he must outline a promise of reckoning, signalling that Heyman and his new allies won't escape consequences. Reigns could call upon other wrestlers who have been wronged or are disillusioned, creating a network of allies. Poetic lines, emphasizing betrayal and observation, will make the audience feel the sting of history. A message that Heyman abandoned one alliance for another, now betting on a different combination of wrestlers. By framing the narrative this way, Reigns positions himself as a vigilant observer, ready to reclaim authority and justice in WWE. Strategic motivation behind Heyman's shift. Why did Heyman turn? History and pragmatism suggest multiple factors. He has always gravitated towards strength, betting on the dominant faction. With Rollins now vulnerable and exposed, Heyman likely sees greater value in aligning with Breakker and Reed. Additionally, Rollins' occasional arrogance and attempts to assert unilateral control over the Vision may have created a sense of frustration in Heyman. By switching alliances, Heyman positions himself as the pivotal figure in the storyline, controlling momentum and keeping fans guessing about his next move. Emotional intelligence, strategic insight, and past experience make him a dangerous chess piece in WWE storytelling. The fallout and fan reaction. The reaction across social media and wrestling journalism has been intense. Hashtags like #HeymanSnake and #ReignsWasRight trended, with fans dissecting Reigns' timing and tone. Some argue that Reigns' post is calculated, even petty. Others claim he's reclaiming legitimacy and narrative control, reminding the WWE Universe that he predicted these upheavals. Rollins, meanwhile, must navigate a complex arc from a confident leader to a betrayed figure, and potentially toward redemption. Fans are invested not just in the immediate betrayal, but in how these shifting alliances will affect long-term storytelling and championship pursuits. Rollins' transformation. Arc Seth Rollins now faces a critical crossroads. To regain relevance and momentum, his promos and matches must convey a mix of pain, determination, and internal conflict. He will likely seek alliances with unexpected wrestlers who share feelings of betrayal, while matches should reflect personal stakes and vulnerability. Rollins' journey is no longer about grand spectacle alone. It must be grounded in emotion and strategy. From the rubble of the Vision, he can rebuild credibility, but every step will be contested, and every victory hard-earned. Future match possibilities. The board is set for numerous intriguing matchups. Reigns could face Heyman's new protégés in singles competition, or he may be involved in tag matches alongside other wronged wrestlers against Breakker and Reed. Backstage ambushes, mic confrontations, and escalating promos can further build tension before larger events. WWE storytelling now has multiple interlocking arcs. Reigns asserting authority and moral clarity. Rollins navigating vulnerability and redemption. Heyman manipulating power dynamics, and CM Punk entering as a wild card contender. Each player brings complexity, creating rich narrative possibilities. Shifting the WWE power center. This betrayal represents more than just factional turmoil. It signals a potential shift in WWE storytelling. The focus may move from predictable faction-based narratives to individual vendettas and interlocking arcs, where every character's choice carries weight. Reigns, Rollins, Breakker, Reed, Punk, and Heyman now operate in a fluid ecosystem of alliances and rivalries. Fans can engage with multiple storylines simultaneously, allowing for retrospective content, hot takes, and detailed analysis across platforms like Suplex Saga. Audience engagement and community fans are already debating where their loyalties lie. Some side with Reigns for his foresight and moral stance. Others are intrigued by Heyman's new alliance and its potential to disrupt Raw. Rollins' vulnerability makes him a sympathetic figure, and his redemption arc promises an emotional payoff. This multifaceted engagement encourages discussion, sharing, and deep dives into motivations, strategies, and match outcomes. Suplex Saga can leverage this energy, offering detailed shot-by-shot analysis, promo breakdowns, and context-rich commentary to satisfy both casual viewers and hardcore fans. Closing reflection. The pieces are on the board, but the war has only begun. WWE storytelling is now more intricate, layered, and emotionally charged than ever. Roman Reigns has asserted narrative authority, Heyman has reshaped the balance of power, and Seth Rollins must chart a path through betrayal, vulnerability, and potential redemption. CM Punk sits at the threshold as a wild card, with alliances and rivalries yet to be tested. For fans, analysts, and insiders, every promo, post, and match is a crucial part of a larger, ongoing saga. As Raw continues to unfold, every decision, every turn, and every betrayal will ripple across the WWE universe, setting the stage for months of high-stakes storytelling. Suplex Saga will continue to break down every moment, ensuring fans don't miss a beat in this electrifying chapter of WWE history. Call to action. So where do you stand now? Reigns, Rollins, or Heyman's new crew? The battlefield is fluid, and allegiances are anything but stable. Share your take, join the conversation, and stay tuned for shot-by-shot replays, full promo analyses, and insider commentary that digs deep into every angle. The saga continues, and every moment counts. Suplex Saga.